Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here or may have forgotten where I've been, my name is Michelle. I am a first grade teacher in Central Florida. It is January and I don't think I've vlogged since like end of September. Well, I have vlogged, I just haven't posted. It has been the most stressful year that I have ever had teaching, and if you're a teacher, I know you can empathize with where I'm coming from. So I am trying to get back into it. I'm trying to keep up with it, but my plate got so full, I couldn't find the time in my schedule to edit videos and get stuff posted for you. Not anything that was worth sharing. So I apologize, but I am going to do my best to continue and kind of upkeep you. I think if I film on Fridays and just do a what's been happening this week and just do a one day, that might work, because trying to film every single day, not so much, mostly because I stay after school on Mondays to plan with my team. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do tutoring at the school until 6. Wednesday, I do private tutoring. So not a whole lot of time in there to do a quality catch up with you guys, not even in the mornings, because when my sons are in the classroom with me, I just can't focus. Plus, you know how our mornings are. We've gotten new students, we've lost students, we've had procedures change back and forth every second. We've had kids sick and had to do packets of work for them so they could do work from home. We've had a lot of absences in the last month or so. It's just been crazy, but I am here. It's a Saturday. I thought I would go ahead and film this video for you and kind of catch you up with where I am. With what's been going on with all the updates in the classroom. There's quite a lot to talk about. I'm not going to try to bore you too much. I don't want to make this video 30 minutes of me just sitting around talking. I'll try to show you what I can. Monday is our 100th day of school. That's why I really wanted to film it. I wanted to show you what we're doing for it. I am going to prep 2 signs, one for the front of my door and then one for the hallway. Hopefully they'll work. I also have to hang a bulletin board outside. So I'm just going to take you along with me for my ride today. I'm hoping to be in and out of here before 2 o'clock. That's the plan. Oh, and in the midst of all of this, I bought a house and we moved, and then we had trips planning. My husband got a new job, so he's constantly gone with his new job. So it's just been a whirlwind of a season. We're very blessed and very thankful for where we're at right now, but busy doesn't even begin to cover it. And then my sons, we had a break in baseball. So if you know me, my sons play baseball and we're at the baseball fields all the time. So they have their tryouts today for baseball. So that's about to start up again. So I think if I could just make my goal to come in Monday morning, film, and then, or not Monday, but Friday morning and film, and then Friday afternoon, kind of show you the whole week and round out the week. That can be an easy target for me, because then I only have to worry about one day and I can kind of show you by the end of the week how things have turned out, what worked, what didn't work, new things that I'm trying. And just kind of maybe give you some ideas, and hopefully you can have some ideas for me, and we can just get back to sharing and having a great year. So with that being said, let's get started with our day. Like I said, it is Saturday. Let me catch you up to where I am, where I am with this year. So I'm not going to try to go back and tell you all about October and November, December, and what we've been doing and this and that. I'm just going to kind of fill you in with what's going on. I now have 20 students in my classroom. That's their Valentine's gifts over here. I've already started. I have 20 students in my classroom. I love, 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 love my babies. This is a year where I'm like constantly motivated. Speaking of which, I need to go down to the office. I bought a ton of books for them last week. So, but they're just precious, you guys, and they're coming so far. I love, love, love IMSC, Orton Gillingham. I love the training so much. I'm considering paying for myself to go through the next round to possibly be a instructor. There's like additional training you can get on top of your regular training. I have been very strict and very consistent with it. If you want me to do kind of an IMSE, how I teach it, what I do breakdown video, just leave me a comment below and let me know, and I can kind of show you how it all rolls. I think I filmed a plan with me video. I can't remember. It's been so long. I know one of the last videos I filmed was a getting ready for open house. And I think I did one more. Maybe it was like a classroom tour or something back in September, and that's where I stopped. I know I filmed a lot. I have so many videos of things that I filmed, but then I just never finished, or I got a new phone in between there. My husband bought me a new phone for my birthday. So some of that other footage got messed up and the transferred between the two phones, or I lost like clips of it, or I thought I filmed something and then I didn't. It was just a hot mess between end of September and October. And then you know how October goes. In schools, I think October is like our busiest month. It's when like the most charity things are, the fundraising things for the school. You have Red Ribbon Week, you have Halloween, you have just all kinds of stuff go on in October. And then November is just really short and December is just really short. So I don't know. I know I have a lot of footage that's just hodgepodge. So it's not really worth me trying to go back and catch up on anything. The state of the room is very, I'm going to show it to you. It's very like honest of what a teacher's room is like. That's kind of one of the reasons I'm here today. I meant to bring my vacuum. We do have some new custodians, and they are very particular cleaners, but I wanted to kind of get in and get down and like trash stuff and empty stuff and move stuff and like really just freshen up the space today. I have a lot on my plate today. I want to write a new writing rubric because I currently don't like any of the writing rubrics I have in my hand. So I want to write one. I have to pull student data, which I think I'm going to do that part at home because we've had new updated testing. I want to finish my small group plans for the week and set up for the 100th day. So I have a lot to do. Right now, the one reason why I want to do a new writing rubric is because we did writing over, I don't know if I can show it to you without, let me see if I can find one where the student didn't put their name like right at the smack. Okay, this one will be fine because they just have initials. So we did, this was our last writing, and I already sort of skimmed it and used a rubric that I had to kind of like grade it, but I wanted to send specifics at home for the parents so they knew what to work on with their child. When I have to contact the parent today and see about conference. So my goal was to get out and work out today, but it is currently 52 degrees here in the Sunshine State and not sunshiny. So it's and it's raining. So I didn't get to go do a workout today. Hopefully I can maybe just do like some weights or something when I get home. But yeah, that's where we're at. I'm going to set you down. I'm going to let you see me kind of clean up some things, and then I'll walk you through what I cleaned up because I really want to get into some of my center games. I want to get some stuff wiped down. I'm like the crazy cleaning lady with my kids now. We wipe down and Germ-X and wash hands and wipe down and Germ-X and like crazy right now just to help with the spread of COVID. As you may know, it's like in schools right now, it's like every week it's a crapshoot of how many kids you're going to have in your class that day. One day I only had 11 out of my 20. Most days I've got at least 5 missing, and it's either because they are choosing to stay home because somebody in the family has tested and so they're staying home as a precaution, or they're just keeping them home just because, you always have those kids that miss the bus and the parents just say, oh, just stay home today. So I usually have about 4 to 5 absent every single day, and that puts a wrench in what you're teaching. So we're teaching at a lot slower pace because we have to repeat, which is kind of funny because our reading, so the first whole semester we focused in reading on just teaching them how to read, on decodables and really just hammering in the phonics for them and working on like connected text in small group, that sort of thing. But now we're focusing on some comprehension things. We're finishing up nonfiction this week, and then we're moving back into fiction, which I don't like. I wish we just did it all together all the time and not worried about one or the other. We just found a standard that made sense and attached it to both fiction and nonfiction. And I may bring that up this week in our PLC because Florida has new reading standards. And so I think they're supposed to be taught together. The nonfiction and fiction are supposed to be taught together. So like if you have a fiction text and you're focusing on plot, or actually I think that's a second grade standard, but you know what I'm saying. So, and then in the nonfiction text, you can kind of compare the two. So if you're reading a book about jaguars and then you read a nonfiction about jaguars, that sort of thing. But we are supposed to be finishing with nonfiction text features next week and have an assessment, which we haven't done any reading assessments yet. So we decided as a team that we wouldn't do like a paper pencil reading assessment. We would do a project, like a culminating task for our assessment. And so we're going to have like a transformation day on Friday, and I will share with you, I'm going to set up for that a little bit today too. I'm going to get some copies made, but I think it should be pretty easy to kind of set up because it's not going to be like a full transformation room. I wish it was, but those just take a lot of planning and a lot of money. And we just haven't gotten there yet. So I think I have really bad ADHD, y'all. I was telling you that I have these papers and I wanted to create a rubric for parents. I think that's where I was going with that. So that's one job that I want to get done, and I want to get that done first because I have a feeling it's going to take me the longest. I do have to paint 2 posters, not posters, but butcher paper for our 100th day of school, and one that's going to go outside of my door, and one I hope that's going to fit in the hallway and I can sit up in the hallway. But the only problem is I can't hang it until Monday morning, and I have to get here early Monday in order to do that. So I have to make sure it fits and it works, and I have to measure it and then paint it, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's where I'm at. But I wanted to do a giant 100 and then cut out the circle for the 100 and they walk through it. Which reminds me, I'm going to get my hot glue gun warmed up. But the space is really long, and so I'm not sure if it's going to hold. So I'm going to get my hot glue gun warmed up. While I'm doing that, I'll just kind of show you around the room and let you see the mess of a classroom that I have and the organization that I'm going to do today. I'm just going to flip you around and kind of catch you up. And then I'm going to get my day started because we need to get going. So, okay, so you know me, I like to start at the door every time. Not much has changed at this. They have some activities in there, but not much has changed. I just took down this bulletin board so that we can trade it out. But this is what I'm talking about. This is charts that we made to go with nonfiction. And I want to hang those. So I think I'm going to hang them up there. We're going to make a big chart on Tuesday about all the nonfiction features and how they help us. But right now it's just been sitting there, and you can see that it's kind of a mess. Not much has changed in the writing center. They've got a lot more writing paper there. And they keep moving all the tools here so that they can use them a little bit easier. So I think I can put some things on top of here to help them with the writing, like a pocket chart with some vocabulary, more vocabulary or books or something maybe. You can see they picked up the other day and they didn't put the bins in correctly. It's just very real life, you guys. This system has been working out really well. They keep their stuff pretty organized, so I've been happy with that. Look, they didn't even vacuum in here. What the heck? I mean, that's just baking soda. So, so yeah, the stuff has been working out. That's my pile of stuff I got to grade. Look at how big that is. Posters that I need to like move and take down because they're old. And I want to get a bird feeder on the outside of the window, so I want to be able to open this section of blinds. It's be the easiest to open, so I need to move all of these. I think I'm going to hang them from like this strip right here but I got to get that done today too. Wanted to get that done. My little bench that was right here, my daughter's using now, so I don't have like a table there, which is fine, but it also makes me want to move like this back. I don't know. That fell. I don't know why that fell. My students' big book, they love the big books. They absolutely love big books, which is funny because my storage of the big books right now is horrible. Not much has changed over here. I just hate that it looks so cluttered. I think I can get rid of that green box. That has just paper in it and stuff in it. So I think I can put that over for like a kid to use as an extra chair. And I just want to clean all that up because it's kind of muck. So this system has worked really, really well this year. I just wish the countertop was a little bit higher because when I sit over here to work, well, first of all, I can't put my legs under because of all this here. So if I could move that down and be able to put my legs under, then this would be an okay, like little table space when I have my computer set up to be able to work. So I think maybe I can move some of this stuff down. And like I said, if I get that cleaned up, then all of those bins can go down there. Or this thing right here can go back down there underneath my copier. So that's the plan, is to be able to do that. I'd like to get another one of these just for organizational purposes because right now I've got too much going on. I don't like this cart. I actually hate that cart. It's like my everything guided reading cart, but really and truly the only thing I use off of that is my bowls with my erasers, a couple poppets, and the dry erase markers. That's all we've used. All of the cards and everything that's on it just doesn't work. Doesn't mean anything. So I think I can put this card over there with my thing for like all of my supplies. You see my little supplies that's under there? It's too much under there. And then maybe I can move all of my big books and just lay them flat under there. So they can be flat on that thing. And then that cart can be out of the way because right now this cart is constantly in my way. And there's just too much going on up here. And then with this here, it's just a hot mess. And mostly I feel this way because when you have a sub, you realize you think you're organized, but then you have a sub come in that doesn't know how your room works. And it's crazy. So this and all this clutter ends up being too much. So sorry, I had to get a drink from see my new water bottle. I drink all of that all day. It's been wonderful to have it because I drink a lot of water, but that keeps me on track. So anyway, that's the plan. This is the writing that I got to go through. This is the stack of rubrics that I have, y'all, and I can't believe it. There's not one rubric in here that I like. that's parent friendly. They're very teacher friendly, but as far as parent friendly, now these rubrics from Deanna Jump are pretty close, but the only problem is like the picture tells a story. Well, on stuff like this, there's no picture, so that one would get crossed out and I'd have to do that on every single one. Topic generation. Well, they didn't generate the topic. I generated the topic. So that would get crossed out. Letter formation and letter sound correspondence works. But since we're using Orton Gillingham, I want it to be more applicable to the skills that we have. So I'm just going to get a little bit more specific in the rubric. Something similar to that. I'm not going to do the smiley face system. I'm going to give them points so that way, because parents respond better when they see a percentage on their paper versus just a smiley face or a straight face. It's just weird. So anyway, I want to tackle this. There's my posters to make for the hallway. I just plugged in my hot glue gun back there. This I want to get cleaned up and moved and handled. Probably over there. We'll try it. I might be able to even put like one of the trays on there. So like the turn-in tray can be on there. So yeah, that's where we're at. All of that still is hanging and still works. They do use these seats because I usually have about 4 kids that sit up here, which makes it even better for these kids because it spreads those out. And then I have one that sits on the couch. So my seating is working really well this year. they actually just picked, I can't show you the whole chart, but they just picked it. And I think I'm going to make magnets so they can just do this themselves, but I'm going to have to train them on that. But this is the chart that they use. That's my IMSE shelf. All of that still works. Next year, I would like to have a stage built, and then underneath both of these have the half one of these, the benches, and make it just a little bit more cleaner. But I also think I might paint this wall over the summer. So that's it. That's where we're at. Messy room. Want to get it cleaned up. I can empty some things out of here. We have gone half the year now, and I have barely used any of my files from here, so I think I'm going to say goodbye to the files. I've also cleaned out every single unit that we've done. I've cleaned out a ton of stuff from each of my files, so I have more space in my filing cabinet now. So I think I can clean that out, and then if I can clean that out, then, and I actually don't use the books that are in this at all. I use decodables with my students. All of those guided reading books that are over there are just sitting. So I may kind of change some stuff up. I also don't like that white shelf right there. It doesn't serve a purpose. So I might use those for my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, although I still like that, but that's in the way. It's kind of, I don't hardly ever use it. I don't ever get around to it. So I think I would use these more, because when I make my copies and everything, then I can just put them in the drawer. I got a lot in my brain, you guys, and not enough time to do it. And it is 12 o'clock, so let's get going. I'm going to set you down, and we're going to get started. So this is what I came up with for my rubric. I'm going to bring it over here because I'm printing an example of it. So I was just trying to kind of come up with what my kids were capable of I just realized I didn't put anything in this box here. That's what I came up with. I will put this in my TBT store here in a second, probably for free. And I just printed it in like booklet form so I could print multiple copies on paper, but I think it works. It's kind of based off several rubrics together, but it's just a little bit more kid friendly. And so if I'll print another one of these, and then I'll shrink it up here, and then I can get 2 on one sheet of paper. I can even print 4 on one sheet of paper, because really and truly the parents can read. That I know it's kind of hard to read on here. Oh, and I got to edit it. I wanted to put boxes or lines or something next to it. Let me show you. So like next to each one of these things, I wanted to put like a box or a line. So I just need to go in and do that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to print it, and then I'll have a rubric, and I can take my grading home and get all of that done so that those can go home to parents. I have a pile of grading right there that they're actually finishing on Tuesday. And then I'm going to kind of start on that mess. But I got that done. And it didn't take me that long. It only took me about 20 minutes. So I'm going to get that done. So my goal was to be out of here by 2. It is 15 till, and I'm not going to be out of here by 2. That's okay. So I just did this bulletin board. I just wanted to change it up for Valentine's. I'm going to take this down now and just move it to wherever I hang all of those. I think I'm going to hang them from the ceiling. But I like it better. It's going to have some Valentine's stuff on it, some writing and stuff that we're going to be doing over the next couple weeks. It just was too much blue over here. So I got to clean up that mess. And I don't know if you guys remember at the beginning of the year, me telling you about all of my bulletin board packets. So I just went through them. This is all trash. These are like ripped borders and stuff. These are sets I haven't used in years, so I'm just going to chunk those. This isn't all about me set I'm not going to get rid of yet. That's the Valentine's stuff. I'm going to just put a few pieces up, but the big heart's going to go in the trash. That's another part of the big heart. This is all Dr. Seuss, so that's really small. It can kind of get slidden. This was a snowman set. I didn't even break out, even though our entire hall was decorated in like a winter wonderland, and I forgot I even had it. So It's flat. I'm going to save it for one more year. But this set I did use this year. This was my back to school set, so I'm going to keep that one. That one's going to slide over there. I was trying to get this thing cleaned out because it was too cluttered, and that one can slide over there. And then everything else is going in the trash. So I'm pretty proud of that. And then my next step, I want to go through that and clean that out. And then I want to kind of clean up this area over here. I think I'm going to take all these posters down now. Those are Blends posters my kids did with me, but they're not really helping them any. They're not, I mean, none of the spelling is correct. Well, some of the spelling is correct, but not much. It was more about like practicing and getting the ideas out and starting to think about the blends as a feature. But they're not really helping them anymore. So those are going to come down, and that whole area can get cleaned up. And yeah, I'm going to start kind of cleaning all this up. That's the current state of the library. I want to get some new books out, get all the stuffies cleaned up. I'm going to go through those stuffies and see if I can donate any or something. And then I want to work on getting all of those hung. And then I should be done in here for Monday. I'll show you the 100th day stuff. And I need to clean up this area over here. Oh, and nope, I won't be done after that because I wanted to tackle that real quick. That won't take me very long. I know what I need to do. So that's that. So that's where we're at. Let me spin you around. So I did do my hallway. You can see my 100th day celebration stuff out there. I'll insert a picture right here. And then I got part of my bulletin board finished in the hallway. I just have to put up the rest of the border. So that's done. And then the students writing about how to build a snowman. They're going to do an informational writing next week about an Arctic animal. So they're going to research an Arctic animal and decide which one they want to write about. It's kind of our first research project. That will be done during writing time, but I'm going to start doing my writing in small group. So I'll have writing small groups, and I can kind of talk to you about that next week. But yeah, let's get going. Hi friends. So we've reached the point of, I'm a sweaty mess, but I feel like I'm getting somewhere. So I moved one of those that was full of leveled books from our old library when we were cleaning out. I haven't touched those two carts. Well, that's not true. I've touched the decodables that I have in a few of those. But the other books I haven't touched. I do have a group that is reading really, really high. But we have a plethora of choices here in our book room for those kiddos. So I feel like storing them in my own room doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I think I'm going to put together some book bags of books that I think my students will like, and just send some books home with them on the 100th day of school. And just give all those away, because that's what we did with them anyway. And then I think I'm going to see if anybody wants to buy that cart for me for like $5. This cart here, I'm about to empty of all of the old units that don't make sense. And then the ones that do, I can actually fit them in my filing cabinet. I don't know if I'll get rid of that cart because it has my coffee maker on it. But honestly, I could put my coffee maker back in the... Oh gosh, that scared me. It's my neighbor. I could put my coffee maker back in the back because I don't need anything else. And then that would make that space look a little bit cleaner. I'm about to tackle this cart, taking off everything I absolutely need to do guided reading, because it's going to stay over there. I might use that cart or one of those carts for that. I do want to use a cart for my, I'm going to try the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in a cart, and then I may just put like guided reading materials in one. I do use this one for also my math groups in the bottom 3 that has materials, because 2 of my math groups pretty much do the same thing. I just change the difficulty level of it. So if we're playing a game, one group does up to 20 and then the other group might do up to like 50 if we're doing something like that. So I know I can move the carts around. I need to get this done first because I want to get all those books put over here, and then that'll clean up this space a little bit more. And I did clean up that space. This is all stuff I still have to go through. I have a lot, guys, and it's 2:20. So again, I'm going to set my goal to get out of here by 3 so that I stay on target. I don't think it's going to happen because I have a lot to do. I still want to pull those down and hang them from the ceiling, but I'm focused. So I'm getting stuff done. It's just taking a lot longer to go through things than I thought. Plus I'm trying to clean at the same time, which can be icky. And the wipes that I'm using are like hospital grade wipes. They're really, really medical smelling. And for a minute there, I was getting kind of nauseous from them. So I'm taking a break from that over there and doing this, which I still need to wipe down, but I think I'll use Clorox over here. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, so I got this area pretty organized. If you can see, all of my big books are stacked there now. I like that so much better, for now at least. I pick up that sticky note. I'm going to slide this guy down a little bit, and then that'll give us some more space, because I think I'm still going to have to keep these over here, at least for now. Just because we use these two things a lot. I probably could put those here and find another spot for those two things, but I'm not going to mess with that today. I'm not going to keep putting too much on my plate. I did put this back here. I'm not thrilled with its location, but I like it better than over there in my guided reading space. It's so much nicer. Originally, when I had created this cart of guided reading stuff, it was like all of the things that I would need if I needed to go around the classroom, but I don't need to be able to move around the classroom like I've done in the past. So it just didn't make sense for me to have it over there on its own separate cart, and then it was in my way, and I was constantly having to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then if I had 5 students over at that table area, I constantly had to move that thing out of the way. It was just not handy. So I think it's going to be okay for here for now. It definitely has quite a bit of stuff on it. What I think I'm going to have to do is find new homes, like get a small Tupperware thing, like a drawer system, like my blue one over there. Get one of those for over here and probably set it right there, and then get all of that into there. And then I think I'm probably just going to use that somewhere else, or it may go home. I don't know. But it's as lovely as those things are, and you see them on Pinterest, and everybody's got all of their stuff on it, and it's just so cute and this and that. It's kind of in the way. In my other classroom that I had prior to this one, it was a little bit wider. This classroom is very long, but my other classroom is a little bit wider and shorter, so it's a little boxier. So it's like the wall space was laid out differently. I don't know. It fit there a little bit more. In my first classroom that I got to in Florida, let me move some stuff while I'm talking to you. In my first classroom in Florida, I had an office in my classroom, which was phenomenal. A lot of the older schools have offices, so this place really needs to be vacuumed. I need to remember to bring my vacuum on Monday. A lot of the older schools, I think, had offices, so it was nice. It was really great. I had all of my teacher stuff stored in the office, and then I had, blinds and stuff, and so that's fine there. The students couldn't see in, but I knew that I had all of my stuff in there, and it was, fairly organized. I had a teacher desk in there, and that was where I did a lot of my extra work and planning and stuff. But, we don't have that in this one. So I guess it's just kind of luck of the draw. I am not going to mess with transferring all of that stuff today, because I need to send home. I think I'm going to get rid of most of these books, create book bags for my students of books they can keep, and then I'm going to go through that. But I think I'm going to go through that another day. I'm going to see if somebody in our school wants that. This is also all giveaway stuff here, as well as some of these old big books that are more, I'm going to see if our pre-K teacher wants them, more babyish. I don't know what to do with all of those. They were kind of hidden underneath there, so I don't know what I'm going to do with all of those. I hate to get rid of those. There's really good bins. This is one of those things that I need to go through. It's not really, I had it for all my phonics stuff, but it's not really functional. And I have yet to crack it open this year. So again, I don't think it's something I will get to today. So I think I'm going to probably tuck that back down there, tuck my phonics pocket chart set on top of it, just kind of put it down and move that chair out. Since I got a new student, I needed an extra one anyway. Move that to one of the tables. I'm going to clean up this. This is going to get moved down, and then all of this stuff is going to just get moved over here. So that way I can tuck my legs under, be a little bit more comfortable. But the state of my desk, y'all, my goal, and I just told my husband, the last thing I want to get done, because it's now 3:05, and I think I can get this done in about 15 minutes, but the last thing I want to get done is get all of my guided reading stuff reorganized over here on top of that stuff. I don't know what to do with those letters. I have had those for years. One of my teaching buddies, my very first school I ever taught in, gave me those 2 gray things, and I've filled it with magnetic letters over time. But we don't often pull those out like I used to, because we do a little bit different of a routine. Used to use them every single day, 4 times a day for like my 4 small groups. So I don't know. And you guys can see, I still haven't replaced these junky things. So I have a lot on my plate. I'm going to put you down. I'm going to get all of this cleaned up. I'm going to get my wagon and get my stuff that I have to take home on my wagon. I really didn't want to be here this long, so I am going to leave by 3:30 no matter what's done. I'm out of here by 3:30. So let me get this done, and then I will talk to you in just a few minutes. Friends, so I'm getting ready to leave. They're actually closing the school building, so I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but I don't know if I ever can get the feeling of being caught up. I have a couple posters hung. Let me show you. I have to hurry. A couple posters hung up there. I don't think I'm going to put all of them up. I think I'm going to only put up the posters that need to stay up all year. That would like help them, like anchor charts and things that would help them. And then the like little graphs and things that we've done, like that one, I think I'm gonna send home with one of my students, or just trash. I'm gonna flip you around real fast, show you what I did. I like it so much better. And then I gotta get out of here, So real quick, this is how this looks now. A lot more clean. I still am going to do something with all of that, but it's tidied up right now. This is all stuff for the 100th day of school. I have to organize Monday when I come in, and my copy paper ready to go make copies and stuff when I come in. So here's the table. These have not held up very well this year, so I'm probably going to take them off in the next week or so. I like them, but they're just... honestly, I think it's a little bit more of a distraction for my students, so I'll probably just let them right on the table because we clean it so often anyway. But that's that. I'm still going to have the other one probably over here to those, but it's just, I got to unload it. So that's cleaned up. That's tidied up. I had to take my printer home, so that is a little bit more spacious. But yeah, that's where we're at. I have to do something with that chart on Monday morning. And I wanted to clean my board, but that didn't happen. So that's how we look. Those have to get hung Monday morning. That paper is going to go away, probably back downstairs with me here in a second. And this is my giveaway pile so far. All of that and that. And that's my little board. So I feel like it looks better. I hate that spot on the wall. And I found my little light, y'all. So I can turn on my little light. I want to get like 1 or 2 more of these. I don't know how to turn it on though. On. There it goes. My little light makes it feel oceany. I want to get like 1 or 2 more. But yeah, so a little bit better. It's a little bit more organized. I feel a little bit better. So that's my pile of stuff to take home. Taking that paper with me. Okay, friends, so I am out of here. Once again, I hope to be a lot more consistent. I will probably film again on Fridays. I will try to film throughout the week, maybe a little bit, but mostly on Friday mornings, Friday afternoons, and then kind of just share with you how the week went. And I hope that works. So with that being said, I am off, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.